Yes.
I want to talk. Mr. President. Mr. President, with all respect to you, unfortunately, I should go. You does not say about the law.
Can you excuse me? No. Excuse me.
Please help me.
Please. Excuse me. Please leave the center. Can I ask the security to? Excuse me. Security, it's okay. Can you please? Can you please bring the journalists back to the room? Colleague, can you please go ahead?
Thank you so much.
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Madam Agwini. As Afghan government have committed for tackling corruption, but we Afghans want to hear about mutual tackling corruption. For example, in the past we have some of the international companies that they work in Afghanistan and they just committed to corruption in Afghanistan. So is there any deal that the international community will just offer and also to tackle those communities and companies that they were involved in corruption? And Mr. President, the $15.2 billion that we have got from the international community.
Systematic discrimination is applied against other people in your administration. You talk of democracy, while the largest peaceful civilian protests, including millions of citizens in Kabul, were suppressed by bombs and bullets. Mr. President, you here in the president of the world, leaders talk of fighting corruption, while the most of accused official in corruption in our administration is does not arrested or tried, and the bloody attack on peaceful civilian protests on 12 August at the Demazang Square in Kabul city is very skeptical. But you evading the responsibility to investigate the tragedy, and also, Mr. President. Yes, I ask you, Mr. President. Mr. Gulbuddin Hikmatyar is one is the most brutal and bloodthirsty terrorist, but you want to bring him in the government just for strengthening your ethnic support. With all this, I ask you, without justice and without respect to civilian protests and civilian rights, how you support democracy and you support you support democracy?
Excellent question. Thank you. Unlike you, I believe in democracy, not in accusations. So let me first put the case. Not a single person has been arrested for a protest. Two, the people who blew up the protesters were Daesh, and they Daesh took responsibility. There's a full commission for investigation. The people who directed were warned by the chief of the Kabul police, the Kabul garrison, the Director General of National Directorate of Security of the threats. American University was attacked. Was that ethnic? The police were blown up. Was that ethnic? You need to have criteria of judgment for a journalist who seem to have made up your mind instead of looking at facts. It is important to understand. The second vice president of Afghanistan is Azhar. The head of the Human Rights Commission of Afghanistan is Azhar. The largest amount of infrastructure investment in Afghanistan, over $8 billion, over close to $1 billion, $800 million in roads, is devoted to central Afghanistan. The protest started over a transmission line that had been decided by the past administration, over a 500 kV line. We have allocated 300 megawatts of power to Bamyan. Kabul today gets that for 20, the needs of Bamyan previously were allocated 1 megawatt from solar. We have allocated 300 megawatts. This is an indication of our even-handed commitment. You've had a right to protest. You've called every Afghan names. You've insulted that the tolerance of the government is exceptional. We remain committed because you have a right to due process and to freedom of press. Our press is ranked among the top freest in the country. Is there a single television station here, and there are people from the press that is censored, that we've ever approached? Instead, when journalists have been threatened, isn't it first